Hey guys, Dinpo here, welcome back to the channel. So, very exciting news, we have Dragon's Dogma 2 releasing this month, and if you're interested in getting the game, you can go ahead and get the character creation tool from Steam for free, which will allow you to create your character before you get the game, so you don't spend hours upon hours in the start screen like some people do, i.e. myself, deciding what vocation you're gonna go for. So vocations are classes in Dragon's Dogma, similar to many other games. So if you played something like Dragon Age or any other RPG, you know, some people have, classes and subtypes. Here they're called vocations. So you can go and download this tool for free from Steam, and then once you do that, it will ask you if you want to create your arisen, or your main pawn. So if you haven't seen the anime or played the previous games, so your pawns are kind of like your servants. They serve the arisen, and the arisen is essentially the... how do I word this? There's a good anime on Netflix that explains it, right? Called Dragon's Dogma. So they're essentially cursed. They get their hearts stolen by a dragon, and then they become the arisen, and then their sole purpose is to go fight the dragon and kill the dragon. But then there's also a bit of a twist at the end. So if you haven't already watched the anime, I don't want to spoil it for you, go and watch it. But anyways, for the purpose of this video, we'll be creating a character here, and I'll explain to you the different vocations and why I think you should go with this one specific vocation as your first playthrough. So let's go and create a character here. Create a new one. We're gonna go as male, slim build. There's sly looking. Guy looks like Loki, so we'll go with that. Ooh, that's awesome. We'll go with that build there. So the character creation itself seems fairly straightforward here. I'm not gonna get into like every single possibility here. You can do shoulder width, you can do all sorts of things, right? Chest thickness, posture. So there's different movement styles here. It's pretty in-depth. As I said, I'm not going to get into it, but the tool itself is very in-depth. It looks like they spent a lot of thought in the game like this. I mean, it is a AAA title after all, so you would expect this kind of things. So you got height, you have all sorts of different stats there. So for the purpose of this, we are going to proceed with this. It's fine. So you got the body type there. So you can do one last change before so what happens if we change to, say, something like this? It didn't change, okay. So it changed there. Cool. Now this is where it gets important, right? You need to choose which vocation you want to go down on. My advice, and this is entirely up to you guys, is I would go for Archer first. So every RPG like this, if you are new to the genre, or if you're someone that's, you know, picking up the game for the first time, or you're a returning player, picking a simple vocation is the way to go. And then once you have a playthrough or two playthroughs and you want to then diversify your character and go multi-classing, then that's fine. But to begin with, the hammer and anvil approach to the game is the best way to go. So what does hammer and anvil mean? Hammer and anvil means you have your tank that's going to soak up all the damage, and i.e. the anvil, and then you have the hammer, which is your DPS, right? Damage dealers. Guys, I cannot overstress the importance of this. Range DPS will always be superior to melee DPS. I would say 99% of the time. Why? Because for melee DPS, you need to reposition, you need to be the right situation, you can get clipped. Range DPS, you find yourself a nice cozy place and you rain crap on them all day long, right? So for your first playthrough, I would say as your main character, go for an archer. Because the archer can then specialize in what we call a magic archer. And that is perhaps the most OP class in the game in terms of damage dealing. Why? Because you're getting the best of two worlds, which is magic and physical damage. And they can also heal and buff it, right? So depending on your build, you can do all of that. So we're going to finalize it here. And we're going to name it. Cool. Name our character, confirm. Don't need a monk here. Go forward. Finalize character and proceed. Yep. Click yes. And that is our main character sorted. Now for the main pawn, back to my hammer and anvil. Okay, so what happens if we choose a preset here? Okay. Let's go with this one. Looks like a big fella, because this is going to be our tank. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, what if we get him extra muscly? Let's see how tall we can get this person to be. Cool. Base head is fine. The options that it gives you is freaking amazing. Super, super cool. Okay. We don't worry about that. So, vocation here. So, inclination. Kind-hearted, can't, simple, straightforward. So, let's go with kind-hearted. Compassionate, devoted, and dutiful. The most obedient sort of pawn. Favors a balanced approach with an emphasis on support. Quick to aid allies in need. Calm, it's rational, shrewd, and strategizing. A pawn characterized by caution, favors defense and evasion, employing clever tactics to survive. Simple, so curious, earnest, adventurous. A pawn with a heart on their sleeve, enjoying exploring and gathering items, and it's always up for a challenge. Straightforward is candid, flippant, and impulsive. A pawn unbound by precepts, enjoys thrills of combat, tackling fierce foes, hand-on with daring assaults. So here I would go with calm, because he's going to be our tank. And for vocation, he is going to be a fighter. Once again, going back to the hammer and anvil argument here, and we are going to finalize that. So we call him Leo. Cool. Very original, I know. Oh, there we go. Cool. Confirm. Yes. So, I think that is the best possible start you can have. Having one heavily specialized DPS character and having one fighter character. Because, as I said, going as a rogue for your first playthrough or as a warrior, it's fine and well. But I would say for your main character, go only for a class that you can only do as an arisen. Whereas warrior is not exclusive, but a Magicka archer is. So just to recap, guys, if you are new to the genre, or you're a returning player, or you're someone that, you know, is willing to getting straight into it and play, even maybe play on harder difficulty, as I said, stick to your hammer, typical hammer and anvil creation. Have one dedicated fighter character that's gonna tank anything and everything, and then you have your two heavily specialized DPS characters and one buffer / healer character. Once again, this is not necessary, but that is the way I would approach. And save your reason for whether Magicka archer, Mystic Spearhead, Trickster, or Warfarer. I would sway away from Warfarer because it's a jack of all trade, master of none. Trickster, once again, is a very niche playstyle. I would say do this on your second or third playthrough. Mystic Spearhead, it's melee DPS, I would not recommend it. But Magicka Archer, by all means, you should go for it because it gives you the best of both worlds, both as a physical damage and magic damage. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Super pumped for this game. And yeah, stay tuned for more content, and I hope to catch you next video. Peace.